Researching a World War I Army veteran. This presentation explains how to reconstruct the service history of individual World War I Army veterans whose official military personnel files were lost in the 1973 archives fire. While the vast majority of the military service records which were consumed in the fire will never be recovered, there are alternate records which can be used to rebuild and document your veteran's story. Let's take a closer look at some of these records. Safeguarded military service records. The National Archives estimate that 80% of Army military service records were lost in the 1973 fire. About 20% of Army files survived at least partially intact. Service records with pages which survived the fire are classified as safeguarded military service records and can actually be viewed in person at the National Archives. It is common to find singe marks as well as water damage on many of the surviving pages. Burial case files. The burial file was a separate personnel file created for veterans who died in the service between 1915 and 1939. The focus of these files is primarily on the death and burial of the individual veteran. Many burial case files include correspondence regarding the repatriation of the veteran's remains and transfer of their personal effects to the family. Some files also include travel documents and photographs of widows or mothers who attended the federally sponsored pilgrimages of the 1920s. Burial case files often contain eyewitness accounts describing exactly how a veteran was killed in action. Reconstructed service records. If your veteran's service records were lost in the 1973 fire, the National Archives may have created what is known as a reconstructed service file. Most commonly, these files consist of material which was sent to the archives after the fire as a way for the veteran or the veteran's family to verify eligibility for certain benefits. Auxiliary service records. If there are no pages in your veteran's military service file which survived the fire and no reconstructed file, there may only be auxiliary records on your veteran. In almost every case, the World War I veteran's final pay voucher is the only auxiliary record available. Although sparse in detail, these records do provide some helpful clues. Notice that the final pay voucher can show us the date of discharge, place of discharge, rank, serial number, and the veteran's state of residency at the time of separation from the service. Casualty reports. The World War I reports of casualties cover the daily losses for each company within Army units. These reports often describe exactly how individuals were wounded or killed in action, as well as the location where the casualty occurred. The reports of casualties are almost always typewritten, making them easier to read than some of the other handwritten unit records from the World War I period. Mourning reports. The mourning reports are company-level unit records which enable us to track individual soldiers day to day within the units to which they were assigned. These records document important details such as combat participation, military duties, promotions, ranks, as well as dates and locations where a veteran was wounded, injured, or killed in action. The World War I mourning reports were handwritten, making them a challenge to decipher from the microfilm format in which they are maintained. World War I muster rolls. The World War I muster rolls provide a monthly list of the individuals who were present within Army units during the war. In addition to providing names and serial numbers of individual soldiers assigned to specific units, these reports can also indicate status changes, such as transfer to a new unit, injury, or death. World War I award cards. Many World War I Army veterans were awarded medals for heroic actions performed in battle. The World War I award cards record the medals to which the individual veteran was entitled. Most commonly, these are for the award of the Purple Heart, which was authorized in 1932, along with the Silver Star Medal. Some World War I award cards provide a detailed explanation of the gallantry exhibited by the veteran while under fire. The XC Pension Claim File. Veterans Bureau pension claim files were created when a veteran or family member of a veteran applied for benefits from the government. In many instances, crucial documents from the veteran's service record, the honorable discharge, for example, would have been duplicated and placed within the pension claim file as a way to verify the veteran's eligibility for benefits. The XC pension claim files often contain a treasure trove of documents pertaining to medical treatment, civilian occupations, and disability payments. It is also common to find correspondence, both official and handwritten, within the pension files. This page from an XC pension file actually contains a statement from the individual veteran describing how he was wounded in action during the Great War. World War I After Action Reports and Unit Histories. After Action Reports and Unit Histories are normally maintained at the battalion or regimental level. The after-action reports provide a detailed account of the combat actions of the unit to which a veteran was assigned. Unit histories can provide more detail on the activity of support units which were not in combat. These records can help us to gain a better understanding of the wartime activities of individual World War I Army veterans. I hope that you found this presentation helpful. If you think that others may be interested in learning more about researching a family member who served in the U.S. military, please share this video on social media and let others know about the services we provide.